Coming up on BNN's National News in 30, now that 2012 is upon us, we have an inside look at how London is preparing for the Olympics. Also, Beth Aldrich, author of Real Moms Love to Eat, is here with new ways to better take care of ourselves. Plus, fitness trainer Andrea Metcalf is here to help you create your own successful fitness journey. All this and more on BNN's National News in 30. Thanks for tuning in to Broadcast News Network's National News in 30. I'm Stephanie Olney. Today, women are busy, but wait, when haven't women been busy? Women have always been the first to wake, last to go to bed, and on the go every moment in between. Rather than putting yourself last, make a promise this year for a fresh start, and here to share little changes for a big impact is author Beth Aldrich.
The challenge most women have is that in addition to catering to their family's needs, they also have to juggle a career, looking and feeling good and staying healthy. So my suggestion for 2012 is to make a promise to yourself and your family to make small changes towards a healthy lifestyle. And a great first suggestion is to include more water into your everyday life. You want to try to consume 8 to 10 glasses of water every day. Now sometimes we find that a little tricky. So I found you can go to Brita.com/challenge and take the Brita Challenge. They'll help you consume 8 to 10 glasses a day for 4 weeks to kickstart your water consumption. And they make it easy because they've got this great water bottle that has a filter right inside, as well as this sleek, colorful pitcher. So what I do is I fill the pitcher with water and put it on the table during meal times. That encourages myself and my children to drink more water. Now, speaking of food, real moms do love to eat, and you want to remember to eat a variety of colorful fruits and vegetables every day. You also want to read product labels. Now, you want to look for all natural, minimal amount of ingredients in every label. You want to look out for no trans fats, no high fructose corn syrups or MSG or preservatives. And you want to remember that ingredients like olive oil, canola oil, which is a great source of omega-3 fatty acids, sea salt or yogurt are great ingredients, and they're simple, much like what you can find in the Marzetti Simply Dressed refrigerated salad dressings. They also have the Marzetti Simply Dressed in Light refrigerated salad dressings, which you can find in the produce refrigerator section. So it's very convenient right next to the fruits and vegetable. Just remember to have a variety of colors every day. Now, children aren't always going to eat a lot of fruits and vegetables, so we want to remember to have a little backup source just in case for those picky eaters. I recommend Pediasure because it's the #1 pediatrician recommended children's supplement brand, and kids love it. Now, they've got the new Pediasure Sidekicks, which is a really great source of supplemental nutrition for those picky eaters. Because let's face it, children tend to be picky eaters at times. This way, you get that insurance policy that they're going to get the nutrition that they need. All this information and things like this can be found in my new book, Real Moms Love to Eat. I'm Beth Aldrich.
It seems people make a New Year's resolution that involves losing weight, getting fit, or both. But making resolutions and sticking with them are two different things. We get a few fitness tips in this next report with Andrea Metcalf, fitness trainer, educator, and author of Naked Fitness.
Getting in better shape and losing a few pounds is a resolution that will pay off, especially with a little planning. The first step? Begin with the end in mind.
If you don't know what the end goal is, you're never going to get there. So you have to have a goal that's realistic, measurable, and you're probably going to need a little help with that goal.
The second step to success is to get a workout buddy. Studies show that 8 in 10 people will stick with a routine if they work out with a friend, compared to 1 in 10 who go it alone. And the third step? Find a routine that works for you. For many people, that means exercising at home.
An in-home gym is by far the best way to get in shape. And it's also the new technology. I mean, like these treadmills today, this treadmill is a NordicTrack C2150. It will knock your socks off. You can go anywhere in the world on this treadmill. Paris, Maui, and this is sold exclusively at Sears, and that's why I've teamed up with them.
A final step for success is to track your progress so you can see how far you've come and how much road is still ahead of you.
During the 2012 International Consumer Electronics Show preview, which was underway in Las Vegas earlier this month, Ericsson will be exhibiting and hosting seminars with high-profile entertainment industry executives. The world's largest consumer electronics show is expanding its scope, and more industries are finding their voices in the gathering.
The world's largest consumer electronics show is expanding its scope, and more industries are finding their voices in the gathering. Last year, Verizon was the first telecom company to speak at the show, and now Ericsson will be the first network equipment and services vendor to give a keynote presentation. AT&T hosted its annual Developer Summit on Monday, enabling innovators to easily create and launch applications on the network that transform people's lives. Applications, content, services, and the network society will be covered in Ericsson CEO Hans Vestberg's speech on Wednesday.
Thanks, Alex. Coming up after the break, we take a look at new cars that are being revealed at the 2012 North American International Auto Show.
When it comes to eggs, hard-boiled means hard work. Well, not anymore. Introducing Eggies, the fast, easy way to cook hard-boiled eggs without the shell. Just crack and pour in your egg. Boil it right on your stovetop. Then twist it open for a perfect hard-boiled egg. You can even make healthy egg white eggs that are cholesterol-free. And because you cook without the shell, you can add seasoning and ingredients before you boil. Now you can even hard-boil healthy eggs from a carton. And because Eggies cook flat on the bottom, they're easier to decorate and eat. Stop peeling all day and enjoy hard-boiled eggs the Eggies way. You'll get 6 Eggies for just $10. As a bonus, you'll get the Eggie Slicer. Just place and slice for perfect results every time. And here's something to get egg-cited about. We'll send you a second complete Eggie system. Just pay separate processing and handling.
To order Eggies for $10 plus processing and handling, call 1-800-370-8003 or visit us online at geteggiestv.com.
I know I should have health insurance, but on my budget, I just can't afford it. I need help.
I design homes to protect people, but I can't afford health insurance to protect my own family. What can I do?
It's time to call ICANN, a name you can trust. If you've had problems affording major medical insurance or have been turned down due to health issues, you do have a choice. ICANN offers you options including association group insurance programs and major medical plans to meet your family's needs and budget, because nothing is more important than your health. No matter your income or your pre-existing condition, call ICANN right now. If you could save hundreds of dollars a month or thousands of dollars a year, this is a call you can't afford not to make. Tens of thousands have trusted ICANN with their family's health, and so should you. So don't wait. Call ICANN right now. When you call, ask your ICANN agent about programs that include access to doctors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from wherever you are. Don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
Is your crumbly meatloaf a pain to serve?
Hi, it's Mark with the Perfect Meatloaf Pan, the new non-stick way to bake, lift, and serve perfect meatloaf. Watch, prepare your favorite loaf, place it on this removable aerator tray, and pop it all in the oven. When done, presto, out comes your delicious meal all at once. Thanks to a durable non-stick coating, nothing sticks. But it's not just for meatloaf. Make succulent pork loin or roast and serve stuffed peppers without them ever falling apart. And it's all dishwasher safe. Order your perfect meatloaf pan for just $19.95. You'll also receive Meatloaf in Minutes recipe book free. Call right now and receive this amazing slice and serve knife, no charge. Call or click right this minute and we'll double your order free. Just pay separate processing and handling. This incredible value is all yours for just $19.95.
To order perfect meatloaf for $19.95 plus processing and handling, you can call 1-800-854-1482. That's 1-800-854-1482, or visit us online at perfectmeatloaf.com. Call or log on now.
Welcome back to BNN. I'm Stephanie Olney. Chevrolet introduced 2 concept coupes at the 2012 North American International Auto Show, aimed at inspiring next-generation buyers to take the wheel and suggest ideas for a car they can co-create. The 2 new concepts are the Code 130R and the True 140S. Cadillac introduced the 2013 ATS, an all-new compact luxury sports sedan intended to challenge the world's best premium cars. Developed on an all-new lightweight vehicle architecture, Cadillac's entry into the world's most significant luxury car segment goes on sale this summer.
The 2-liter turbo engine that we put in this vehicle is the heart of the ATS, and from an engine lineup standpoint. It's very power efficient and power dense, we like to call it. So you're going to get nearly 135 horsepower per liter. So you look in the industry, that's a big number. Anytime you get over 100 horsepower per liter, you're doing well. So 135 is tipping the scales pretty aggressive. But more than that, it's very efficient. It's going to deliver very strong fuel economy numbers as well. So you combine those two, you're going to offer a great performing engine with great fuel economy to a customer who wants fun to drive performance. So all those marry together extremely well. You know, the buyers we expect for this new ATS, it's pretty simple. We want people who are into fun to drive, performance, and technology. Okay, it's not really in this vehicle segment. It's not about an age demographic or an income. It's really about the psychographics of the person. These people want a vehicle that's fun to drive, that's nimble, that's enjoyable, but at the same time they want all the technology that they can find in luxury cars today.
Buick introduced the all-new 2013 Encore, a luxury small crossover that delivers Buick's signature style, interior acoustic refinement, and collection of luxury amenities in a maneuverable, versatile, and efficient package. The Encore is on display at the North American International Auto Show in Detroit through January 22nd and goes on sale in early 2013. After surpassing its all-time best annual sales total in the first 9 months of 2011, Kia Motors America reported record December sales of over 43,000 units. That is a 42.5% increase over the same period in 2010. This contributed to the brand's best ever full-year sales of over 480,000 vehicles. Kia, one of the fastest growing car companies in the U.S., has achieved 16 straight monthly sales records. Kia's unprecedented gain follow an aggressive 3-year sequence of new vehicle introductions that began with the Soul in 2009. In 2011, the popular urban passenger vehicle became Kia's second vehicle to exceed sales of 100,000 units. Kia's U.S.-built products, Optima and Sorento, continued to be the brand's best performers for the third consecutive month, with Optima topping the sales chart for the first time since its introduction in late 2010. Kia's U.S. market share has risen for 17 straight years, including a 78% increase since 2008. From cars to fuel, Statoil ASA has, together with its partners, made a substantial oil discovery in the Havis prospect of the Barents Sea. This is the second high-impact discovery in the north in 9 months. Statoil estimates the volumes in Havis to be between 200 and 300 million barrels of recoverable oil equivalents. The provisional updated total volume estimate for the Skrugard and Havis discoveries together make the total in the range of 400 to 600 million barrels of recoverable oil equivalents. The discovery provides further confirmation of Statoil's faith in the exploration potential of the Norwegian continental shelf and makes an important contribution to the revitalization with what was communicated at Capital Markets Day in June of last year. When we return, we'll take a look at London's preparation to host the Olympics.
Attention homeowners. Are you struggling with your mortgage? Is your home worth less than you owe? Call 888-390-5019.
For a free consultation with a specialist.
They lowered my monthly payments and eliminated $50,000 in past due fees.
Wouldn't life be easier if you could lower your interest rate, reduce your mortgage balance, eliminate past due payments and fees, and lower your monthly mortgage payment?
My team cut my interest rates and lowered my monthly mortgage payments by over $1,500.
Call 888-390-5019.
Attention those on Medicare with diabetes. You may be eligible for an upgraded meter.
If you're tired of stabbing your fingertips to test your blood glucose, we have news that could change your life. If you're on Medicare with diabetes, then you need to know there's an alternative method for checking your blood glucose every day. You don't need to stab your fingertips anymore. The Embrace meter from Diabetes Care Club is easier to use and nearly painless. And the best news is that Diabetes Care Club would love to send you one of these meters. This method hurts less, and because you can see and hear your results, it may be easier to understand.
Your blood glucose reading is 89.
Call now to find out why. Nearly 250,000 patients have joined Diabetes Care Club. Membership is free, so is the call.
Call 1-800-677-9008. Call now.
Talk to Diabetes Care Club. You'll be glad you did.
If you owe $10,000 or more in back taxes, you have a real problem. The world's largest collection agency wants that tax money, and they have the tools to get it. Don't let their demands and threats ruin your life. Call the number on your screen right now. Get a team of professionals on your side to prevent the garnishments, liens, and seizures. Whether it's corporate, payroll, or personal income taxes, we can help you right now. Working with our tax attorneys and enrolled agents could not only save you money on your overall tax debt, it will change your life for the better, starting today. Call us right now. Don't wait. If you qualify, our team of professionals can design a solution that will give you peace of mind and end all the stress once and for all.
Call 800-977-5862. Get peace of mind. Stop the IRS today. Call 800-977-5862.
Welcome back to Broadcast News Network. I'm Stephanie Olney. Whichever city in the UK that any of us visits as tourists, its heritage is always part of the attraction. London's a city where Shakespeare wrote and performed, where monarchs have ruled, and perhaps, most importantly, London will soon be the only city to have hosted 3 Olympic Games. We feature some of London's most recognizable and important landmarks that will host Olympic competition, including historic palaces, sporting and creative heritage, and modern architecture.
Whichever city in the UK any of us ever visit as tourists, its heritage is always part of the attraction. London is a city where Shakespeare wrote and performed, where monarchs have ruled, and from where empires have been run. And perhaps most importantly, London will soon be the only city to have hosted 3 Olympic Games. 2012 is Queen Elizabeth II's 60th year on the throne. The homes the British monarch still occupies in the capital and elsewhere will no doubt be huge tourist attractions throughout the Games, and 1 or 2 of them will even get a starring role. Just 10 miles west of Buckingham Palace is another world. Famously seized by Henry VIII from Cardinal Wolsey in 1529, Hampton Court will be the start and finish point in the men's and women's cycle time trials. But there's one royal London attraction that's been entertaining guests for nearly 1,000 years, and its distinctive band of guards are ready for many more of them during 2012.
Beef was not a common meat in the 13th and 14th centuries. People living outside of the Tower of London were very jealous of those living in, because the meat at the banqueting table would then be distributed to the families living here inside of the tower. So the name Beefeater is really that name that was given to the body of yeoman warders in jealousy.
Travel eastwards down the Thames and you'll find Greenwich. Henry VIII was born here, and his palace soon became a royal sporting playground.
500 years ago, when Greenwich Palace stood on this site, which is one of Henry VIII's favourite palaces, among many sports that he played here at the palace was jousting, and he built his own tilt yard over towards where the park is now. So it's really, really appropriate the equestrian games are going to be happening here in Greenwich Park.
But nearly 150 years after Henry's death, his old palace became the site for something even grander, the Old Royal Naval College. And in 2011, the perfect place to announce Team GB's sailing squad.
There's been so many great sailors over the years learning their trade here. Knowing that history and knowing the pressure that's upon us, it was quite a special day. I'm going to find that so great to have my foreign competitors that I've raced against for years being here and realising how much the public are enjoying this Olympics. That party atmosphere is going to be fantastic.
Christopher Wren's Naval College now sits happily amongst more recent architecture, a pattern visible right across London and clearly visible from the Heron Tower.
London isn't like any other city, actually. It's a composite city. It's a city that comes out of many, many influences, and partly that's because it was always a global trading place, and so styles and influences and technologies have come here from all over the world.
For the engineers and architects involved in the 2012 Games, the challenge has been to create buildings that transcend their function.
In doing the velodrome, what we were trying to do was honestly contain the function of cycling. We've pulled the surface of the building so that it literally just contains it. We've used materials like timber all over the building because they're the materials we want to use today, and lightweight steel to make a very, very light roof. That building is a form follows function building, but it's of now. It's of London in the 21st century.
If architecture can sometimes become great art, one man's mission is to search out more of it amongst the rubble and mud of the Olympic site.
When I was commissioned by the ODA to be their artist in residence, my remit, I guess, was to make what was happening on the park visible to a wider audience of it. It was trying to kind of tell something of the story of the people who were working on the park.
Neville's work has captured a new chapter in London's life, and as millions of visitors prepare to descend on the city next summer, each of them will be adding to the cultural, historical and sporting heritage of this great metropolis.
My role at the park is absolutely unique. I don't think there's ever been an Olympic park built where they've had an artist in residence before. And I think it's a really different role because what it means is I was given a remit to spend all that time on the park and respond to it over that 15 months. As soon as you start, one of the things that comes across is people are telling you there's so many million tons of concrete and so many thousand bricks or tiles, and everything seems to be around measurements. And that really became my sort of guiding principle. And one of the people I met on the buses was an obsessive swimmer as well as driving the buses. So one of the projects I wanted to see if I could do was get Sam to swim the length of one of these internal bus routes in the Olympic pool. There's so many things that you'd like to do, you just know you don't physically have the time to do them.
Well, the sailing for the Olympics is actually not held in London, it's in Weymouth on the south coast. Fantastic sailing venue. It's one of the things I like about it, a little technical, but it challenges you on a lot of levels. There's a man-made harbour there called Portland Harbour, and there's also the open ocean. So we have half of our races inside and half our races out, which tests you on a lot of different levels. One of the things I'm most proud about with Weymouth is for the last 5 years since the centre's been built, almost straight after the Olympic vote, I've been coming down, seeing 600 children every single day sailing out of the centre. I think we're the only facility that is kind of having our legacy before we've even got there, and that's really special.
It isn't pretty, but rust and corrosion are unwelcome facts of life, especially if you live on a coast with salt air blowing in from the ocean or in a northern state where roads need to be salted this time of year. Your wheels can end up looking like this.
You know, brake rotors, you don't think about it until you're mad at them. The wheels are the shoes, so if you're driving around with ugly shoes, the whole car looks wrong.
In fact, nearly half of vehicle owners think that rust and corrosion are one of the top things that bother them about their vehicle. So General Motors set out to develop brake systems that wouldn't rust, calling it ferritic nitrocarburizing.
We're impregnating the surface of this rotor with nitrogen and carbon to give it a hard finish. It enhances the appearance of the rotor so it doesn't rust. It also extends the life of the rotor, so your cost of ownership goes down. We estimate $400 over the life of the vehicle. Then most importantly, the performance of the brake systems. The lack of rust on a rotor allows the vehicle to not have pulsation. You don't feel shudder in the hands.
On average, brake rotors need maintenance every 40,000 miles. GM estimates their exclusive system will double that, which means 80,000 miles of good-looking wheels. I'm Chris Hansen.
When it comes to eggs, hard-boiled means hard work. Well, not anymore. Introducing Eggies, the fast, easy way to cook hard-boiled eggs without the shell. Just crack and pour in your egg. Boil it right on your stovetop. Then twist it open for a perfect hard-boiled egg. You can even make healthy egg white eggs that are cholesterol-free. And because you cook without the shell, you can add seasoning and ingredients before you boil. Now you can even hard-boil healthy eggs from a carton. And because Eggies cook flat on the bottom, they're easier to decorate and eat. Stop peeling all day and enjoy hard-boiled eggs the Eggies way. You'll get 6 Eggies for just $10. As a bonus, you'll get the Eggie Slicer. Just place and slice for perfect results every time. And here's something to get egg-cited about. We'll send you a second complete Eggie system. Just pay separate processing and handling.
To order Eggies for $10 plus processing and handling, call 1-800-370-8003 or visit us online at geteggiestv.com.
I know I should have health insurance, but on my budget, I just can't afford it. I need help.
I design homes to protect people, but I can't afford health insurance to protect my own family. What can I do?
It's time to call ICANN, a name you can trust. If you've had problems affording major medical insurance or have been turned down due to health issues, you do have a choice. ICANN offers you options including association group insurance programs and major medical plans to meet your family's needs and budget, because nothing is more important than your health. No matter your income or your pre-existing condition, call ICANN right now. If you could save hundreds of dollars a month or thousands of dollars a year, this is a call you can't afford not to make. Tens of thousands have trusted ICANN with their family's health, and so should you. So don't wait. Call ICANN right now. When you call, ask your ICANN agent about programs that include access to doctors 24 hours a day, 7 days a week from wherever you are. Don't wait. Call ICANN right now.
When I'm driving someplace new or unfamiliar, I like to set my GPS and just relax, because I know it's going to get me there. For someone who's navigating with a disability, an assistance dog is even more indispensable. That dog can open up a whole new world with unlimited potential. That's why the law allows guide and service dogs any place that's open to the public. To learn more, visit the Guide Dog Foundation for the Blind at guidedog.org or call 800-548-4337.
I'm Stephanie Alney saying thanks for watching Broadcast News Network, and be sure to tune in next week for another episode of BNN's National News in 30.